I have the way to know what your specific person is thinking about you. So if you've been sitting there racking your brain trying to figure out what could possibly be going on inside their noggin, this is the video for you. So I recommend you stick it out to ensure that you get this right. But first, I'd absolutely love to know what your favorite specific person affirmations are. I've been wanting to dabble around with a few new affirmations for different topics, and today I want to know what your specific person ones are. So if you could comment them down below, I'd really appreciate it, and it may help give inspiration for someone else. But if you could also drop me a like on this video to let me know if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you do need any one-to-one help and are serious about manifesting your desires, down below in the comment section and the description are the links to my services. But now let's get into this video. So we know our state dictates our reality. That's one thing that's consistent across the manifestation realm. Whether law of attraction, law of assumption, people that just dabble in the idea of conscious creation without a specific community to it. The one thing that is consistent is where your focus goes, energy flows. Where you're residing within your imagination, you create within your reality. This means that because your specific person is part of your reality, the things that they do in your reality are a reflection of your focus. They're a reflection of your internalized stories regarding yourself, regarding relationships, regarding this world, regarding them. Essentially, this big old ball that we exist in right now, that you're experiencing, is an amalgamation of the things that you think, feel, and are aware of being true, amalgamated into some reality pie in our subconscious mind, and pushed out on this screen of space for you to experience. So, if you want to know what your specific person is thinking, we need to understand what you are thinking regarding them, or you're thinking that they're thinking. Because they are pretty much like actors in your play, and you feed them the script through what you allow into your subconscious mind, they are thinking in accordance to the script that you are feeding them. This means, for example, if you've been sitting there saying things like, specific person loves me, and you're genuinely committed to that story, I don't mean saying it twice, but then the rest of the day you're like, oh, they just don't want to talk to me, and I haven't heard from them in this long, and they're a douche, and this, and all these negative things. If you're genuinely committed to that new story of specific person loves me, they will be thinking things in accordance to loving you. Now, the reason why I say thinking things in accordance and not necessarily they will be thinking they love you is because our subconscious mind creates the bridge of events to get us from where we are to where we desire to be. So when it comes to the things that it's feeding the specific person, they will be things that will lead towards that bridge of events. That's why I say in accordance to. They may not necessarily be thinking exactly, I love Deborah, but they could be thinking loving thoughts about Deborah. They could be thinking about a relationship with Deborah, which implies that they love Deborah. They could be thinking about, if it's an ex, for example, previous memories where the two of you were deeply in love. Regardless of what it is specifically, they will be thinking things in accordance to your stories that you are feeding yourself. So if you want to know what your specific person is truly thinking about you, I recommend looking deeper into your own internalized stories and where your focus is going. If you're thinking things like, they just don't seem to want to reach out, they just don't seem to want to commit, they just don't seem to want to take that extra step, they're going to be thinking things in accordance to that, which might be things like, what if I reach out and she ignores me? Which stops them from reaching out. You never know. Your no contact right now might actually be them desperately wanting to reach out because you're doing all of the, SP loves me, SP wants me, all that kind of stuff. But because you're aware of that no contact and you're investing your energy into it, they will be thinking things in accordance to those stories. So they could be sat there right now thinking, I want to message. I want to see how she or he's getting on. I want to do this. But because you're investing your energy into the no contact, your awareness, you're feeding them the kind of thoughts that keep them in that space of no contact. Ergo, but what if she ignores me? What if it's not the right time? Hell, they might even be thinking like, what if I screw it up again? I don't want to do that to her. So if you truly want to know what they're thinking, take note of your thoughts, feelings, and awareness. What stories are you telling yourself about them, about your relationship, about you? Because if you're sitting there thinking things like, oh, I'm not good enough for this specific person, that could also translate into them thinking the same things or things in accordance to that. So that's how you can get an idea of what they are thinking, to understand what you think that they're thinking, to understand what you are thinking, feeling, and aware of regarding the situation, to understand the script that you are feeding them in your reality. Because that's all it is. You are a playwright. Through your thoughts, you are writing a play. You feed that play to your subconscious mind, who is the producer, and the producer pushes it out in this reality, finds the actors, gives them their roles and their props and all of this kind of stuff. And your reality is just a play that your conscious mind wrote through thinking, creating feelings within yourself, the awareness that you have. So take a look at the script that your conscious mind is writing, and that will give you the indication as to what the actor, your specific person, is playing, the role, the thoughts, the things that they are doing. Don't look at what they may have said in the past or what they may have said that they think in the past or the actions they've taken in the past. Instead, look at your own state of consciousness. There's an amazing quote that goes with that I just said, don't look into the past. And I can't remember the wording exactly, but I got it from the book, The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem. Oh, it's going to be backwards for you, isn't it? It's called The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, and it's somewhere in here, so I'm not going to waste your time trying to find it specifically. But the quote goes something along the lines of, a person's future is indicated more so by their current expectation of success as opposed to their previous experience of failure. That is a paraphrasing, and I think that's a pretty sick paraphrasing, actually. I like that. I've done well with that. But it's essentially saying that an individual's current state of mind will yield more accurately to their success going forward than any previous failures. Which means what your specific person has said in the past is less of an indication towards your success with this person than your own state of consciousness right this moment. So take a look at your current script. That will give you the indication as to what they're thinking, what they're planning to do, how they may be even planning to go about it. Obviously, I don't recommend focusing specifically on the how, but there's no harm in having the odd little thought here and there about their text that they might send out, or about the way that they bring you flowers and stuff like that. But by understanding the script that you are feeding your mind through your focused attention, your thoughts, your feelings, that will give you the indication as to the version of them that is going to show up for you, the way that they're thinking, the way that they're feeling, and so on. Now, if this video has been a bit of a wake-up call for you and you're sitting there thinking, shit, they're probably not thinking good things, that's perfectly fine. Because from any moment you decide to make that change, your subconscious mind takes that new story in. Therefore, if for the last year, every single day you've been thinking like crap, absolute dog crap, but right now you decide to make that change and you commit to that new change, you are writing a new script and you will experience a new play in your screen of reality. What has happened and what comes up isn't what matters, it is where you take it. Your subconscious mind does not understand the past, present, or future as separate entities. It assumes if you've got thoughts and a feeling attached to that, it is happening now. Which is why fears manifest. Because we're thinking about an outcome and we're feeling that state of fear, our subconscious mind goes, must be happening now, so builds the bridge to get to it. If we've been sad about something that's happened previously, we're thinking about it, we're feeling sad, so our subconscious mind goes, must be happening now, continues to build a reality based on it. Everything is the now to the subconscious mind, which means if you never ever, and I understand that this is an unrealistic expectation, but just explaining, if you never ever thought about the past, or you never ever thought about the future in a negative sense, and you only thought now in the present as though you have your desire, your reality does that. It will just shift. The only reason why the easy things seem to manifest and the big things take longer is purely because of the consistent backwards and forwards thoughts that we have due to sadness, regret, or fear or anxiety, or just our current state of awareness of not having. So if you dropped all of that right this moment and instead invested all of that energy into changing that script, your reality will shift and your person will show up for you. So if you've been sat there thinking, oh God, Matthew's right, I've been thinking like crap, no wonder they've not shown up for me, absolutely fine. Just right this moment, decide what you want to experience, commit only to that new story, and you will see their thoughts change. You may not necessarily see it, but they'll show up and tell you about it. Their thoughts will change, their feelings will change, and then before you know it, their actions will change. And you'll be commenting on this video going, thank God I listened to you, Matthew, because now I'm in the happiest relationship of my life. But that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you can know what your person is thinking and what to do about it if you don't like the thoughts that they've been having. But thank you so much for watching. If you could drop me a like and a comment on this video just to let me know you like this kind of content, pushes it out on the algorithm and helps more people with this message. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos that will change your life. And if you do need any one-to-one help with your situation, down below in the comment section and the description are the links to my website where you can find my one-to-one services where I can help you overcome your blockages and get you onto a better state of mind to help you manifest your desires, or the membership, which offers tons of exclusive extras that will help you manifest your desires, including over 40 videos not seen on YouTube by me, free worksheets, free planners, and all that good stuff. But thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you lovely people in the next one, and I look forward to seeing those of you who succeed. Bye-bye.